All right, well, we're on a beautiful morning hike after St. George and had a little time to digest what happened, and I'm happy with it. I did the best I could, and I've kind of rehashed it out to the family, and had a pretty good day. I had a good swim. You know, I was hoping to swim a little harder, and it was interesting how it happened. I always start on the edge because I breathe to my left. So I started on that edge and got out pretty good. And there's always a moment about 400 meters in where breathing starts to get really hard and I get a little nervous that I've gone too hard, but I took a breath and I saw Meredith Kessler right there, and I thought, like, all right, I have, you know, respect for her swim, and I've swam with her before, and somehow that kind of put me at ease, and I was like, just keep going right next to her. And it was kind of hard to the first buoy, so about 850 meters, and then we turned the corner, and I don't know how it felt for the other ladies, or maybe I just got warmed up, but all of a sudden it was just really easy the second half of the swim. So that could be a good sign for my swim, or maybe we just kind of let off the gas a little bit. Either way, it was nice to have a good draft for the swim and come out with that front group.
All right, so we heard about the swim, your transition. You passed a couple girls in transition and out on the bike, but in the 6th or 7th position?
I think so. Yeah, I came out quick and I was right behind Emma coming out of transition, and I was trying to ride hard and I had a plan to ride hard, but she kind of just took off crazy, and I was just riding the best I could, and Sky came by me kind of on the first climb, and I tried to kind of go with her, kind of keep it reasonable though and not go too crazy, just knowing how hard this course is. So, you know, there comes a point where I'm trying to figure out how hard I can ride, how hard I should push to go with these other girls, and I think I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. So maybe I should have ridden a little bit harder to not lose them in the start. I'm not totally sure, but anyhow, after the first couple climbs around there, Carrie Lester came by me, and I ended up being able to kind of settle in around her, and we kind of did a little back and forth, and at one point I think we both realized and decided that we needed a few more gears for the downhills, and maybe that was a bit of difference in being able to keep up with some of the other girls. Maybe they had a little bit better gearing, so I'm excited to be able to address that before Worlds and make some improvements there. And overall, I think I rode the best that I could, and I'm mostly happy with it. I think I might have rode a little stronger in 2019, but honestly, I did the best I could. I felt like I got my nutrition in and felt fairly strong the whole way.
Heard about the swim, heard about the bike. Let's hear about the run.
All right, the run.
Came off the bike in what place?
I came off in 7th, and I was feeling pretty optimistic because I generally have really good run legs, and so I trust in the fact that maybe I'll be able to run myself into the race and catch those top girls. But I mean, not even really but anything. I just started running and I was doing the best I could, and there's that climb. It's like a 2-mile climb right off the bat, and I always feel terrible there, so I don't really assess it from there. And honestly, I don't look at my watch at all during this race. I've done this race a lot of times, the full and the half, and I just kept running, and finally at the first out and back, I saw the gap that at the time Paula was the next one in front of me, and I saw the gap to her and realized that it was pretty far, and everybody was looking kind of good, so I kind of just kept going, and I didn't have any bad mental moments, but I also just didn't have the power in my legs that I've had at some times. So I finished off the run. Sophie Watts ran by me with about, I don't know, like right before the big downhill around mile 9, and she was absolutely crushing it. She ran a new course record, and the way she came by me reminds me of or it just looked like how I usually feel on the run, and I'm happy for her, but I did not feel that good, and I ended up running a little bit slower than I usually do, which hurts my feelings a little bit, and just makes me want to do better, and I like having the fastest run. So I'm gonna keep working on it, work the hills, and do better next time.
You ran hills the next day, didn't you?
Ran hills the next day.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, look out Worlds.
Yeah, I'll try.